Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer, Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, and I'm here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, July 13th through Sunday, July 19th, 2015. You may notice that this is a little bit different than I usually do it. I usually have the table set out with card holders and whatnot, and you don't actually see me, but you hear my voice. I have had some things happening today that have kind of deterred me from setting that all up for you, and because of the time that I have available to do it now, I opted to do it the quicker way, which is actually not setting up the table. So please forgive me. You just get to see my face today instead, but you're going to get the same information. And we're still going to use the same system with stones and decks of cards. So we'll be using Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot deck for the main message. And for the special message card this week, we're going to be using Doreen Virtue's what is it called? It's called Mermaids and Dolphins, sorry. The Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue. Okay, we'll get it together. Actually, let's take a moment and let's all kind of ground and center. I feel a little discombobulated because I'm not doing it the normal way, and I feel like I am a little hurried. So let's just take a moment and do a couple of deep breaths. This is going to help to ground your energies as well, to be able to receive the messages from Spirit, from your guides and angels in the best possible way. So we're going to visualize golden white light all around us, taking in a couple of deep breaths of that healing and balancing golden white light to every cell of our body. As we exhale, we're going to let go of all that our body, mind, and soul no longer needs. Another deep breath in of the golden white light. The peace and serenity of that golden white light. Letting go and relaxing, clearing your mind. Securing your space in your heart center. And calling to your angels, guides, master guides, healers, and teachers of the highest vibration of light. We ask for whatever messages, wisdom, knowledge, and guidance is in everyone's highest and best interest for this weekly reading to come through. Calling in the archangels and the ascended masters. Okay, so thank you. That felt very good. So let's do the stones of choice so I don't forget about that. Very basic this week. Your stones of choice are going to be clear quartz. So the clear quartz crystal is going to be stone number 1. And your second stone of choice is going to be amethyst. This is an amethyst point. And I'm pretty sure all of you know what these stones are all about, but the clear quartz is a magnifier of energy and opening up to crown chakra. And the amethyst quartz is good for divine guidance as well, and also dreams. Your third stone of choice is citrine. The citrine, of course, this is a golden yellow color, and it vibrates to the solar plexus chakra. So your sense of willpower and your sense of confidence with this one. Okay, so let's look at the astrology for the week. There's a lot of things going on with Mercury this week, which I found interesting. But starting on Monday the 13th, we have Mercury in the sign of Cancer, which is a water sign, and it's about emotions and feelings. And the planet Mercury is about logic. It's about the mind. It's about our thoughts and ideas. So, this can be really good for creative work, creative ventures, or working on creative projects. But typically with Mercury being a planet about the mind and logic thinking, when it's in a water sign, it's kind of a little bit out of its element, so to speak, because again, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this is about the emotions and the feelings, and it's about nurturing and sensitivities, intuitions. And so when we're talking about logic versus intuition, those two things are very separate. But on Monday, Mercury in Cancer makes a beautiful harmonious aspect to Neptune in Pisces. And Neptune in Pisces, it's been there for a long time. It's going to be there for a long time. It's a slow-moving planet, and Pisces is the sign that's all about spiritual activities and compassion and unconditional love. And Neptune is a planet about spirituality. So Neptune in Pisces is very comfortable there. So with this beautiful trine aspect with Neptune and Mercury, I really feel like, first of all, your meditations, your visualizations are going to be much more fine-tuned. Your dreams are going to be much more heightened during that time period as well. So, a day or so before, and then maybe a day after. So pay attention to, meditation and spiritual activities and creative activities, and allowing the creative mind. It would be really good for like creative writing and that kind of thing. Again, tapping into connecting with your guides and angels and receiving messages. As we go on to Tuesday the 14th, Venus, which is the planet of love and relationships as well as money and finances, that's in the sign of Leo. And that's a very confident and passionate and energetic, optimistic kind of sign for Venus, the divine feminine, to be in. But she's going to make a challenging aspect to Saturn. And again, you're going to probably feel this even a day or two before as she's getting closer to Saturn. Saturn is in Scorpio, remember, for its last little while, bringing up some of those disempowering situations in our lives for one last time for us to kind of learn those lessons that are behind it, or to release and remove on a karmic level those energies, however those energies take place, whether it's actually a circumstance or a situation with another person or people, or whether this is about your belief systems, about yourself and your life that are disempowering you. That's what Saturn and Scorpio is. But Venus in that challenging aspect to Saturn, you might feel a little more, what do I want to say, challenged with your sense of self-worth. You might be feeling a little down, less than, as far as your, owning that sense of self-worth and feeling good about yourself and feeling good about life. It can also restrict or limit for just that short time that it's making that challenging aspect, perhaps like finances or money matters or relationship, love matters. So, it's just something, again, that's a very quick kind of thing. Venus kind of moves along at a pretty good speed, although by the end of the week, as we'll talk about, she's going to end up going retrograde, and then she'll pass by Saturn again. But in the short term, this isn't a very long aspect or situation. Now, as we get to Wednesday the 15th, a lot of activity on Wednesday going on. We have a new moon in Cancer at 23 degrees Cancer. Again, water sign energy. Throughout the day before the new moon actually occurs, because the new moon doesn't occur until, I didn't write it down, but I think it's like 9:30 something p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So it's towards the end of the day Eastern Time. Before that happens, there's a whole lot of things going on with the moon and with a couple of other planets. The moon in Cancer will be coming up to meet Mercury in Cancer, that planet of the mind and logic. It's going to come up to meet Mars in Cancer, and Mars is our energy and forward movement. It's where we take action. It's going to oppose Pluto, which is all about transformation. So we're talking about transformation of the emotions. And it's going to make a challenging aspect to Uranus, which can bring sudden and unexpected feelings that come up, or even sudden and unexpected emotional interactions with other people that kind of come surprisingly out of the blue. And then finally, it comes up to meet the sun for the new moon, as I said, later in the day. The other planets that are also making aspects that day is Mars in Cancer is opposing Pluto. Okay, and Mercury is also opposing Pluto. Now again, Mars and Mercury are both in the sign of Cancer, opposing Pluto and Capricorn. And remember, Pluto's about death and rebirth and transformation and regeneration and big change. And here we have Mars, which is energy in action, and we have Mercury, our thoughts, our ideas, our belief systems. So there's kind of like this tug of war of transformation taking place. Pluto's saying there's going to be transformation. You're going to kind of widen your perspective, or you're going to change situations in your life. And the planets that oppose that, in this case Mars and Mercury, are like, again, having this tug of war. They're in Cancer, this very sensitive, emotional, nurturing, caretaking kind of sign that can be very feeling-oriented and very sensitive. So I really feel like this new moon is going to be a pretty strong one. So be prepared for a lot of emotional changes and transformations and interactions with other people and within yourself that's going on that day. Then Thursday, the next day, Mercury in Cancer then finally meets up with Mars in Cancer, okay? And then as we move all the way to Saturday the 18th, Venus, the planet of love and relationship and finance and money, is going to be moving out of Leo and into the sign of Virgo. Now, in Virgo, she's much more discerning regarding relationships, or she's much more organized regarding money and finances. But sometimes that Virgo energy can get in a negative mind loop and can get a little critical or judgmental. So Venus really isn't the most comfortable while she's in Virgo. Now, one thing is that she's going to go retrograde just after a few days of being in Virgo. She's not even going to get past 0 degrees Virgo. And she will turn retrograde and go back into Leo for quite a while. So only going to be in Virgo here this time for just a few days. And also on Saturday, Mercury, again still in Cancer, then makes a challenging aspect to Uranus. Now that kind of follows up from Wednesday's new moon, where Mercury opposed Pluto. Remember, we talked about the Pluto-Uranus squares forever, it seems like, over the last couple of years, which the Pluto-Uranus squares have been causing, or I should say bringing the opportunities for change on the planet and redirection of our lives and of society and humanity as a whole. So Mercury kind of opposes Pluto during the new moon on Wednesday and then finishes off by making that challenging aspect with Uranus by Saturday. So not just on Saturday, but I want to say that whole time period between Wednesday and Saturday, your thought processes and your communications with other people are going to undergo some huge, perhaps revelations, or redirections of energy, or surprising things that might come out. Now you say, is this good surprises or bad surprises? You never know with Uranus, okay? Pluto and Uranus can bring huge positive transformation and changes and redirections, and sometimes they can feel challenging. Even if they're positive, they can seem challenging. So the thing is to just be aware that there's a lot, I feel like there's a lot going on this week. Okay, so we've talked about our stones of choice. We have our deck here, and it's funny because you're going to be able to see the cards on the bottom here while I'm shuffling, but we're just going to ask for Spirit to guide us. And I'm going to just pull all 3 cards and set them aside right away. And this one is sticking out, telling me it's going to be the first card. I'm asking for whatever messages we need for the 13th through the 19th. Okay. And that's the 3rd card here, sticking out. And I'm feeling really guided to kind of pull a 4th card, kind of a, I don't know, an overall or underlying influence or something that kind of pulls it all together or wraps it all together. So let's just... Okay, they're showing me 2 cards. Okay, so I'm going to pull both of them for a moment and actually ask Spirit here if both of these are supposed to be looked at. So first card, I'm asking Spirit, is it the first card that I pulled? Yes. Let's ask if the second card also needs to be looked at. No. Okay, so let's put that one aside. That's the first card that I pulled. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the messages, starting with the first card here for the week. We start out with the Ten of Earth. Okay, let's read it first. A very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. So this is about everyday practical things. This is about money and finances and career and life path, and it can even be about home and family. As you can see, there's a family of angels here, a mother and a couple of children angels here. And this is about, actually, this card is a really positive card. It's about, having everything manifested that you need or desire in life. The home and family, the finances, the security, your career's going well, and everything's just beautiful and colorful, as you can see by the picture and the image here. And, you feel really emotionally secure, but this is more about also feeling physically secure and physically grounded. And when I look at this, I feel like that, that's what we're starting the week out with thinking about. I feel like we're thinking about all of those things in life that we're working towards. We're thinking about and focused on our goals, our ambitions, our journey on our life path, having all those things kind of come together in one complete positive manifestation here, just like this card shows. I feel like, this is saying that we're working on creating some sort of abundance and prosperity in our lives, whether it be financial abundance and prosperity, or whether this is just about, blessings. To me, abundance and prosperity can come in all ways and shapes and forms. So we're talking about just the blessings of the universe, all the blessings, just kind of flowing to us and coming to us. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second card and follow that up. And see, we have the Five of Air here. And the Five of Air actually says, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation and review everyone's motives. So I kind of felt like that first card, when I turned it over, was more about the goal of where we want to be. And this card is speaking to the mental realm, in which I said we had Mercury going through a lot of things this week, Mercury being the planet of mind and logic and, our belief systems. And that is a planet of the mental realm, of the mental body, as is this air card. And the Five of Air is often about chaos and confusion and the negative ego mind popping up with all these distractions and, negative thoughts and not thinking that anything's turning out right and kind of getting in this negative mind loop, and that there's a lot going on the mental realm or with communication with other people that's kind of scattering our energies and pulling us in different directions. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of chaotic energies on the mental realm, okay? Some of that is going to be within, dealing with the negative ego mind within yourself. Some of that is going to be with, again, that communication aspect with other people, as I said, with, Wednesday through Saturday, Mercury opposing Pluto, and then coming up to square Uranus towards the end of the week, where you can have some of these very perhaps challenging but eye-opening communications with other people. Now remember, challenging doesn't always mean negative either. Sometimes when we have communications, they're challenging to have the communication, but it's a necessary communication that brings about a positive result in the end. So don't look at this card or hear this message and think that it's necessarily, terrible or bad. We're here on the planet that, going through a lot of change and transition. We're raising our vibration. We're heightening our energy field and our sensitivities. We're trying to evolve. And the greatest evolution and growth usually comes through challenge. So that's what this card here is saying. Let's go ahead and look at the third card. Okay, this is interesting because as I was just meditating earlier, for myself, with myself, and just kind of throwing random cards, I got this card as well. This is the Three of Air, so yet another card of the mind or of the mental realm. And it says, great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself and others. So again, I'm not going to focus on or dwell on the negative indications of this card. But I will say that I feel like this is about healing some of the mindsets and belief systems that you, as well as others in your life, your loved ones, your family members, your significant others, these mindsets that you hold, or communication challenges that have been there that need to be worked through, that need to be understood. I feel like this is a time of healing. This shows to me what appears to be a mother and a father unicorn with a little baby here, and they're kind of all huddled together. Almost in a very nurturing way, but you can tell that there's something that's happened here that has brought some sort of sadness. So I feel like this is dealing with past energies with you and other people in your lives that have caused, sadness in the past, or circumstances from the past that maybe need to be talked through, need to be communicated about, that there needs to be a resolution to, a forgiveness to, a clearing of. So whether it's forgiving yourself or forgiving others, I feel like, this is a week that we're really dealing, again, with that Mercury mental realm. We're dealing a lot with our own ideas, thoughts, belief systems about ourselves and the circumstances in our lives and the way we thought things might have went or should go, and they haven't, perhaps. But this is an opportunity, again, for healing, for forgiveness, for growth within you, as well as with the significant other people in your lives, so that we can get to our goals, which is the happiness of home, family, financial, emotional security. This is kind of the blessings of the wonderful little things in life. This is kind of opening up to all of the wonderful positive blessings that universe has to give you, not just in a sense of, oh, I want, a nice home, and I want money, and I want love, but paying attention to all the little things that Spirit Universe gives you that provides you with a sense of stability and joy and happiness within yourself that can then emanate out and attract to you other circumstances and people that will combine their energies with you, that brings more of the same, more blessings. Let's go ahead and look at that fourth card that I chose. Okay. So I was wondering if we were going to have a water card, because so many planets here are in the sign of Cancer this week, being a water sign. And this is the Four of Water. It says, missing an opportunity, discontent or boredom, open your eyes to the possibilities. So when I feel this card, I feel the number 4. The number 4 to me is like a box with 4 corners. It's very rigid and solid, and it's contained, and this is the water suit. So we're talking about our emotions and our feelings being too contained, too boxed in. We're kind of either not allowing ourselves to feel more, like we've got a closed heart chakra, and we're not allowing that heart chakra to open, to kind of heal and express unconditional love, both to ourselves and to others. Or from fear of hurt or abandonment, we've closed ourselves down. We're not being open to, again, just like it says, open your eyes to the possibilities. We're not opening ourselves to all the possibilities that could possibly be there by just opening our heart and showing love and compassion. And remember, the love and compassion has to start with yourself. The respect has to start with yourself. Anything else is disempowering to you. So start here with you, and let that emanate, let that unconditional love and compassion and peace and nurturing emanate out to all others in your lives. And again, don't close down out of fear or doubts or anxieties. And this can be true not just of relationship matters and healing those, but also within your projects and goals, and with your life path direction too. If you have fear, if you have doubts, you're closing yourself down. You're closing that heart chakra down to being able to manifest the possibilities that are out there. An open heart chakra and that unconditional love energy is what opens us up to all of the blessings of the universe, opens us up to all these beautiful, wondrous possibilities. That's what makes magic happen. Our positive emotions and feelings is what helps to take then our thoughts, our intentions, and bring them into manifestation. So open your heart and open yourself up to love and to all of the possibilities that the universe has to provide for you. Okay, so now we're going to look at what your special message card is. And again, we have the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins that I was stumbling as far as trying to find the name of the deck earlier. So, okay, the first one was the Clear Quartz. So we're going to give this a shuffle here. And wouldn't you know, one fell right out of the deck right away. So excuse me, I'm going to pick that up for the Clear Quartz people. Okay. Clear Quartz people, the message that just fell out is friendship. It says, make a date for a play day with one or more friends. So dual meaning of this card I feel right away. One is that Spirit is saying that if there's things going on in your life that's keeping you out of balance, you know, kind of bringing challenges in your life, look to your friends. Look to those people who love you, who respect you, who care for you, who, you know, want to give nurturing to you in some way, shape, or form, help you and assist you in some way. Your friends, those people in your life that you trust, are the people that can assist you in kind of moving through this kind of energy, you know, some of the challenging energy. So whether you just talk to them on the phone, give them a call, text them, email them, you know, take a day or take at least a few hours and connect with them personally. Go to a movie, go to dinner, go to their house and just chat. But it's friends that are going to help you this week with getting through some of these energies. The other message that comes through with this card is that there may be something with a friend, a person, or maybe with various people that you consider friends, to where there's been a challenge with the relationship or a separation of some sort with the relationship, something that needs to be communicated and talked about. And I feel like this is the week that you know, should take place to try to resolve that energy between you. You know, this person is your friend for a reason. And, you know, even with our closest and dearest friends, there's miscommunication or there's energies that arise because, you know, just like any other relationship that we have with coworkers or significant others, that sometimes can be challenging. It can be challenging with our friends as well, and bring up emotions and feelings and thoughts and beliefs that they are a mirror to us with trying to kind of observe and work through something within ourselves. Remember, all relationships are mirroring to us something that we need to know, understand, learn, see, experience. And so I feel like there may be, again, a situation that needs to be resolved with maybe one or more people in your lives that you consider friends. Okay, for those of you that chose, okay, this is the amethyst. So the amethyst people, give these a little bit of a shuffle and asking to be shown what message is for the amethyst people. Okay, this one here. Positive energy. Whoops. Okay, this one says, surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. Okay, this shows, like, to me, a lot of water, a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. You know, we actually have several dolphins here that are diving in the ocean. We have rays of light coming down from the heavens, signifying that positive energy is needed. And again, the sign of Cancer, Mercury in Cancer, Mars in Cancer, the moon in Cancer with the full moon, all of these energies are very sensitive, are very empathic. We're very susceptible with those water signs of the zodiac to absorbing other people's energies. You know, we feel other people's feelings. We feel their fear. We feel their frustration. Those of you that are a Cancer or a Pisces or a Scorpio or have a lot of that in your chart in some way, very empathic, and we feel those people's feelings. Those energies affect us. And because of the interesting energies going on this week, we want to make certain that we stay around positive people, that we stay around positive situations as much as possible, and remove ourselves from those situations and even those people that are not in a positive space. Okay? And, there's no judgment here because everybody goes through their ups and downs, and everybody kind of sometimes gets into the negative ego mind or a negative emotional space. And again, that's okay. But right now, that will negatively affect you, okay? So again, there's no judgment, and it's not to say, oh, I don't ever want to be around you again. It's just right now, I'm going through something, and I have to remove myself from anything that is of lower vibration or stressful or too emotional because I'm needing to be balanced and at peace enough to kind of work through my own stuff. So stay around positive people, positive situations. If you can, remove yourself from any that are not in the highest of vibrations for this week. Okay, and then for those of you that chose the citrine, we'll grab our deck again. So I'll give this a shuffle and ask for the message for citrine people. Okay. Citrine people. Okay. Treasure chest. Nice. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you. Well, that's a wonderful one, isn't it? So I feel that and it's interesting because citrine is a stone that actually they say to put in like your cash drawer or in your wallet or, with other money or whatever, because it helps to bring more prosperity and abundance. It helps to bring more financial sustenance. So it's funny that the citrine people get the treasure chest. I feel like, again, whether this be blessings of money or of a financial nature, it could also be blessings of gifts from other people, support from other people, kind words, and what do I want to say? Like if you have a business, testimonials, testimonials from other people kind of putting your name out there or recommending you or giving you accolades. So this treasure chest can come in various ways, but really this is meaning that there's some sort of unforeseen blessing that's coming to you this week. So focus on the highest vibration of what it is you desire to bring in. And if you don't even know what that is, and again, whether it be monetary or your life path or even about relationship matters, just visualize and intend for the most positive and beneficial outcome for you and all concerned to come in. And then the blessings of the universe, it seems, maybe surprisingly, as Mercury opposes Pluto and squares Uranus this week, is going to bring you that blessing, that assistance, in whatever way, shape, or form that you best need it. So I hope you've enjoyed this weekly angel card reading. Thank you so much for supporting me, for your Facebook post messages, for your YouTube messages, for your donations through my website to support these weekly and monthly angel card readings. Don't forget to go onto Angel Messenger as well and read the monthly angelic astrology article. And the monthly angel card reading for July should also be posted on there. My website, Sacred Soul Empowerment, has the weekly angel card readings, as does Angel Messenger, so you can get them at either place. So I want to send you all many blessings of love and light. So much love to all of you. Thank you so much. I love you all. So blessings until next time. Bye-bye.